Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this congressional inquiry? So God may help you. Sir, the oath has been administered.
Thank you, Comsec. Thank you, Congressman Fernandez.
All right.
Okay, I will wait, hold your horses, gentlemen. Let me ask Congressman Acop to answer that query of Congressman Dan Fernandez.
Mr. Chair, I think the two distinguished gentlemen were the ones who volunteered to become resource persons. We did not require them to become resource persons.
Yun.
And therefore, when they volunteered to become resource persons, then our rules regarding resource persons must apply.
Yun.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
O, di ba? Iba naman yun. Dapat, sabi ni Akop, dapat seryoso. Dapat ipakita natin na yung kapanipaniwala tayo, no? Yan, ganyan dapat ang galawan. No? Magaling si Akop.
Agree with you.
Once again, good afternoon, Mr. Chair, and I'd like to also greet our two new resource persons. Welcome to the committee.
O, di ba? Isang insulto po yung mga ganyang galawan. Alam nyo, parang magkakaibigan sila. Sige, pare, kumusta na kayo dyan? Kayong dalawa, parang ganun. Parang, parang insulto yan sa taong bayan, ha? Huwag nyong gagawin yan. Pangit yan, ha? Seryosuin yung trabaho nyo, bayad kayo dyan, hindi laro-laro yan. Maraming mga nakukulong, marami kayong mga kinokontempt, at maraming mga pamilya ang nagdurusa dahil lamang ginagawang katarantaduan ng lintakom na yan, ha? Seryosoin nyo, hindi laro yan, ha? Oy, cutie pie, chubby girl. funny girl, funny Samora, di ba? Reaction TV Base nagbabalik po. Reaction. Napakaganda po ng pag-uusapan natin ngayong mga reaction, ha. Mantakin ninyo, itong si Dan Ungol Fernandez at si Benny Dila Abante ay nag-take na po sila ng oath para lamang talagang tinabihan pa nila talaga si Colonel Grijaldo tsaka si General Wilkins Villanueva. Talagang po sila yung dito si Grijaldo, dito si Abante, Wilkins Villanueva, tapos si Boy Ungol. Ngayon mga ka-reaction, bago po natin ipagpatuloy ang ating napakagandang reaction video ngayon, huwag niyo pong kalimutan mag-subscribe, i-like at i-share ang ating video, i-share ang ating video. Yun po, no, nasa Spotify na wala pa po. Anyway mga ka-reaction, ito nga po, no, panoorin po natin at sama-sama po tayo mag-react sa ginawa po nila. Parang napansin ko po sa pagdinig po nilang ito na nandito si Grijaldo, parang ginawa lang po nilang katatawanan ng itong pangdinig na ito at hindi seryoso ang bawat isa sa kanila. Ito po hindi magandang pangitain. Parang po ito, naging comedy hearing show. Pero mga reaction, ito na po, umpisa mo po natin.
We have a list of the members who wish to interpolate on the issues related to the extrajudicial killings. Including, of course, the issue where Police Colonel Hector Grijaldo is involved, no? And with that, we'd like to call on the first interpolator, Congresswoman Pami Zamora. You have 10 minutes. You are now recognized.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. Good afternoon to my colleagues. Colonel Grijaldo, good afternoon po. Colonel Grijaldo, simulan ko lang po nung dati po kasi nag-a-attend ka naman dito, pero may time na
Mr. Chairman, point of information lang po.
With the indulgence of
Yes.
Congresswoman Zamora. Yes, what is the point of information?
Since the good gentle lady will be starting to ask Colonel Hector Grijaldo, this representation wish to inform this committee that we will be inhibiting ourselves.
Yes.
No? Together, ourselves, not together with I think tayo, no? Na to ask question, and at the same time we can also be asked, no, by the members of this committee. Surely meron tong involvement sa mga nangyari, no, for the resource person not attending our mga hearings. So yun po, yun lamang po ang gusto ko natin ipalam na we are willing to answer questions na ibabato rin po ng ating mga members of this committee. Maraming salamat po,
Okay,
Mr.
thank
Chairman.
you, Congressman
Mr. Chair.
Fernandez. Yes,
I said-
Congressman Abante.
I second the motion.
Okay, so we just would like to inform the members that you can also propound questions directed to our co-chairs of the committee in relation to the issue of EJK and in relation to the issue of Colonel Grijaldo's previous statement before this committee and before the Senate committee. So,
And Mr. Chairman, we're willing to go down and to vacate our seat in here.
may we
so
ask
most
you to
likely we'll be
please
sitting down
occupy
there.
the seats in front of the chair? So
Mr.
that
Thank you,
we
Mr.
can,
Chairman.
see you eye
Mr.
to
Chair.
eye. Now,
Do we
thank
need
you.
to ask them to take their whole minute?
Before that, can we, Comsec, did Colonel Grijaldo take his oath in the previous hearings already? You
So ngayon po magiging parang para sarsuela na to. O di ba? Tingnan natin kung anong mangyayari ha.
already took your oath. So, there's no need to administer the oath of Colonel Grijaldo. He has taken his oath in the previous hearing. So, may we ask both co-chairs, Congressman Abante and Congressman Dan Fernandez, to occupy the seat in front of this table.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Congressman Acop.
point of clarification.
Yes, please proceed.
Since our two chairmen already moved that questions should be asked from them, may we request that they also take the oath? And may I know whether we can cite them in contempt if they're found lying? Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Well, thank you, Congressman Acop. Let me inform the...
Di ba? Naniniwala po ba kayo na magagawa ng tuwadcom yan kay Dan Fernandez bilang isang chairperson at kay Representative Benny Abante na isa ring chairperson? Masasite in contempt ba sila? Panoorin po natin ha. Panoorin natin. Kung talagang kaya nilang i-cite in contempt ay talagang ibang klase po silang nilalang.
Honorable Congressman Abante and Fernandez, that since you will be one of the resource persons in this hearing today, any member who find you not cooperative or evading questions from this representation and others, there is no prohibition under our rules that we cannot cite you in contempt. So let it be on record, Your Honors.
Pero tumatawa-tawa po sila no? Parang nakaka-insulto lang. Parang iniinsulto po si Colonel Grijaldo dito mga ka-reaction ha. Talagang tinabihan pa sila ni Abante tsaka ni Fernandez. Yung kami yung alpha male, kami as sigma, kami ang astig. Kami, oh, di ba? Tapos ginawa pong katatawanan nitong hearing na to. Di ba isang tagapamagitan itong si Barbers, ha? Kung Barbers, siya po yung tagapamagitan dito, parang hindi po niya ginawang disente, ha? Tiga, tuloy.
Now,
Point of clarification.
Are you comfortable in that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Point of clarification.
Yes, so what
Mr.
is the
Chairman.
clarification?
May I be
I think, Mr. Chair,
informed?
sorry, I think the witness,
I still have the
the
floor.
resource person now has to wait to be recognized.
Yun!
Mr. Chairman,
Yeah,
I was recognized, Mr. Chairman.
Okay.
No, diba, parang ginagawa lang nilang katatawanan tong hearing, no? Habang si Grijaldo po, ay hindi po niya alam kung anong mangyayari sa kanyang future.
Really, no joke.
No joke.
What this representation wanted to find out, kung
Ginagaya po ni Dan Ungol Fernandez si BP Sara. No joke. Diba?
what provision of the rules contain yung pong pagte-take po ng oath ng member of this committee who wanted to to be a part of the as resource person.
Mr. Chairman.
Okay, I will wait, hold your horses, gentlemen. Let me ask Congressman Acop to answer that query of Congressman Dan Fernandez.
Mr. Chair, I think the two distinguished gentlemen were the ones who volunteered to become resource persons. We did not require them to become resource persons.
Yun.
And therefore, when they volunteered to become resource persons, then our rules regarding resource persons must apply.
Yun.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
O, di ba? Iba naman yun. Dapat sabi ni Akop, dapat seryoso. Dapat ipakita natin na yung kapanipaniwala tayo, no? Yan, ganyan dapat ang galawan, no? Magaling si Akop.
I agree, Mr. Chair. I hope that is clear to the gentleman from Laguna. No further questions will be entertained by the chair.
Mr. Chair,
From you, but from Congressman
may
Abante.
I
yes.
request that if we will be cited in contempt, that I would be arrested in my own room, Mr. Chair.
That is
I
noted.
confine my own room. That's my request, Mr. Chair.
Thank
O,
you.
di ba? Ginagawa lang nilang ginagawa po nilang katatawanan itong pagdinig na ito na nagiging, alam nyo, mga tuwad kong kayo, hindi kayo nagiging katawa-tawa. Parang iniinsulto nyo ang mamamayang Pilipino. Parang pinapakita nyo dito na kaya namin gawin yan, kaya namin gawing katatawanan yung pagdinig dito. Pagdating sa amin, parang laro-laro lang to, wala seryosohan to, ganun. Ganun ba yung gusto nyong ipakita sa taong bayan? Ganun ba yung pinoportray nyo ngayon? Na kaya nyong gawin yan sa harapan ng maraming madlang people, di ba? Ginagawa po nilang katatawanan. Na pong itong si Grialdo, hindi niya alam kung ano po yung masakit sa katawan niya, kung balikat, ulo, leeg, di ba? O ngayon, tuloy.
Thank you, Congressman Abante. Comsec, please take note of the request of Congressman Abante.
Tingnan po ninyo, ano po yung request ni Abante. Abante, magiging yan, di ba, propeta ka? Magiging totoo yan. Tingnan po natin,
No further questions will be entertained by the chair.
Mr. Chair,
From you, but from Congressman
may
Abante.
I request that if we will be cited in contempt, that I would be arrested in my own room, Mr. Chair.
That is
I
noted.
confine my own room. That's my request, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Abante.
O, di ba, isa pong insulto yun sa mga na-aresto, sa mga na-contempt, sa mga nakulong. Isang insulto yun, Abante. Na para sinasabi niyo, you are above the law, ganun. Tanong lang, sinasabi mo ba above the law ka? Huwag kang mag-alala, paparating na si Madam Inday Sara talagang gusto mong ma-aresto sa yung confinement in your own room, sa home mo. Yun ang request mo. Kaya tawagan ko si Madam Sara Duterte. Hello, Madam President? Is that you? Oh, good evening po, Madam President. Si Reaction TVPH po ito. May request daw po si Abante pag siya ay naaresto pagdating ng araw, doon po daw sa kanyang bahay, sa kanyang kwarto. Opo. Hindi na dapat sa kalsada, sa kalye. Basta request lang po niya doon sa kwarto niya, sa bahay niya. Kung saan man yung mansion niya, yun, doon yung isagawa yung pag-aresto sa yung mga alagad ng butas. Sila po yung mag-aaresto. Yung mga nagko-contempt, yung yung sergeant at arms po ng Butasan Complex. Opo. Salamat po. At hindi po yun si VP Sara, joke lang. Anyway, mga ka-reaction, tuloy po natin ang ating napakagandang reaction video.
Comsec, please take note of the request of Congressman Abante.
Na-take
and,
note na namin.
Fernandez. Yes.
So,
now we will now proceed.
So with the explanation of the Vice Chairperson Romy Acop, this representation submit to the decision of this committee. Maraming salamat po.
Okay. Thank you, Congressman Fernandez.
May we
for
have our
your-
oath now, Mr. Chair?
Makabawi na rin kami nito.
Okay, Comsec, please administer the oath of the two distinguished gentlemen, members of the honor of this 19th Congress.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this congressional inquiry? So God will help you. sir, the oath has been administered.
Thank you, Comsec. Thank you, Congressman Fernandez and Congressman Abante. Now we will proceed with the interpellation of Congresswoman Pami Zamora. You have 10 minutes.
Once again, good afternoon, Mr. Chair, and I'd like to also greet our two new resource persons. Welcome to the committee.
O, di ba? Isang insulto po yung mga ganyang galawan. Alam nyo, parang magkakaibigan sila. Sige, pare, kumusta na kayo dyan? Kayong dalawa, parang ganun. Parang, ano lang, parang insulto yan sa taong bayan, ha? Huwag nyong gagawin yan. Pangit yan, ha? Seryosoin nyo yung trabaho nyo, bayad kayo dyan, hindi laro-laro yan. Maraming mga nakukulong, marami kayong mga kinokontempt, at maraming mga pamilya ang nagdurusa dahil lamang ginagawang katarantaduan ng lintakom na yan, ha? Seryosoin nyo. Hindi laro yan, ha? Oy, cutie pie, chubby girl. funny girl, oh. Funny Zamora, oh, di ba? Diba? Isa lang po yung leeg niya, na may leeg po yan. Huwag po niyo sabihin walang leeg yan. Ulo tsaka katawan na, hindi, may leeg yan. Buksan lang ninyo ang inyong mga mata, makikita niyo yung leeg niya.
Ang tatanungin ko ngayon,
diba?
Mr. Chair, I'd like to address my questions kay Colonel Grijaldo.
Yun, di ba? Siya yung nag-contempt kay Colonel Grijaldo, di ba? Di ba? Palagay ko may kursunada to kay Colonel Grijaldo. Madam, tanong lang, may kursunada ba kayo kay Colonel Grijaldo? Masakit pa ang balikan niya, na? Huwag mo na.
Colonel Grijaldo, natatandaan ko dati nung nag-attend ka pa dito at nabigyan pa yung committee ng pagkakataon na matanong ka, sinabi mo na nung June 28, 2016 ay nag-attend ka ng isang meeting sa DPWH building kasama ang classes 1996 and 1997 ng PNPA. Tama po ba yun?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, kasama mo dito sa meeting na to, Mr. Chair, si Colonel Reyna Garma. Tama po ba yun, Mr. Chair?
Nandoon po si Colonel Garma, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, gusto ko lang tanungin, bakit sa Davao ang naging meeting? Bakit sa Davao ginanap ang meeting na to?
I don't know, Your Honor.
You don't know, but I think you know. Because ang nagpatawag ba ng meeting na ito, tama ba, ay si former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte?
Hindi naman, I don't know, Your Honor. I think you know. Ano yun? Ba't tinanong mo pa, hindi mo naman pala tatanggapin yung sagot ng tao? Oy, Madam Chubby. Hindi, funny pala. Funny ba ang pangalan yan? Amparo Maria Zamora. Honorable Paro. Diba? Huwag ganyan, Honorable Paro.
I don't know the circumstances that time, Your Honor, who made the arrangement of the meeting, Your Honor.
So why did you attend a meeting that you didn't know the circumstances of?
Yes, Your Honor, I was having my schooling.
No, I'm asking you, bakit ka mag-a-attend ng...
Yeah, nag-i-explain siya, nag-i-explain. Patapusin mo muna, Paro. Ikaw naman, patapusin mo yung tao. Wala kang respeto sa isang kernel. Patapusin mo. Ini-explain nga, nagtatanong ka, ini-explain, tapos ayaw mo pakinggan. Tama po ba yun, mga kareaksyon? Tama ba yun? Sinong dapat kong tawagan? Tatawagan ko. Wag. Wala pa tayong dapat tawagan.
Having my schooling.
No, I'm asking you, bakit ka mag-a-attend ng isang meeting na hindi mo naman alam sino ang nagpa-meeting at kung ano ang pakay ng meeting?
Your Honor, allow me to give my premise on the circumstances.
Alright.
It happens while we were on our schooling at Mintal, Davao City. And during the time, Colonel Garma and some other of my classmates, Colonel Belela, and all other Class 97 were undergoing a officer's senior executive course that time. And there was some talks among the officers that there will be a gathering on that place. So that's the only thing that we know that time.
All right. And so I'd like to ask, in this meeting, was the former president present?
I have seen the president that time, Your Honor.
I have seen the president at that time. And June 28, 2016, that would be 2 days bago siya manumpa para maging presidente natin. And that would be 3 days before he would assume office. Tama po ba yon?
I could not recall, Your Honor, the...
Mr. Chair, ano ulit yung natatandaan ko yung campaign slogan dati ni PRRD? It was very, alam nating lahat yon. Ang campaign slogan niya ay change is coming. Colonel Grijaldo, ano ba yung sinasabing change ni former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte? Di ba yung change na yon ay to reduce the crime rate, to reduce criminal activity in the country. Am I correct?
O, tingnan mo itong babae na to. Oh. Tinatanong mo yan, hindi naman yan si PRRD ha. Ba't tinatanong mo about the change is coming, change is coming? Pulis yan. Ako, hindi ko pa po napanood itong video na ito. Nagre-react ako little by little. So, hindi ko alam kung anong isasagot ni Grijaldo dito. Pero dito, mali ito. Huwag mong tatanungin yan kung ano yung slogan ni PRRD noon. Ang alam kong slogan ni PRRD noon, marami siyang kinatay na baboy. Oo. Paro, marami siyang kinatay na baboy nung panahon yun. Pasalamat kayo, wala na ang Pangulong Duterte sa Malacanang. Kung hindi, naku po. Palagay ko, nasa kakampi kayo niya, nasa kanya kayo, kasi ayaw niyo makatay, di ba? Hindi ko naman sinasabing baboy ka, basta ayaw niyo lang makatay dyan.
I don't know the political agenda at the time of the election, Your Honor.
Oo, di ba?
And in fact, on his very, very last political rally before he won the presidency, there is a very famous quote na, in fact, kumalat siya hanggang sa international news outlets. Sa BBC, nandun nakasulat, sinabi ni former PRRD, "Forget the laws on human rights. If I make it to the presidential palace, I will do what I did as mayor. You drug pushers, hold up men and do nothings. You better go out because I'd kill you," he said at his final campaign rally. "I'd dump all of you into Manila Bay and fatten all the fish there." Narinig mo po ba to, Colonel Grijaldo?
No, Your Honor. That time I was busy on our schooling because it takes 1 year for us to finish the executive course.
O tingnan nyo itong mga katarantaduan ng mga lintakom na to. Mga kareaksyon ha. Ginagamit nilang yung slogan ni Pangulong Duterte. Itong slogan na to, ginagamit nila. Alam nyo itong pag-imbestiga nila dyan kay Colonel Grijaldo, mga kareaksyon, papunta po yan sa Pangulong Duterte dyan sa EGK. Ang ididiin dyan ang Pangulong Duterte. Hoy, Pani Zamora, pakinggan mo ito, sasabihin ko ha. Sabi niya, forget the law on human rights. Kasi yung mga human rights na yan, yung mga human rights man na yan, imbestigan yung mga kinikitil na buhay ng mga taga-bundok. Yung mga makakaliwang grupo dyan na alam nyo na. Oh, ngayon, yung alam na natin yung mga yun, yung kakampi ng mga makabayad black. Oh, anong masama sa sinabi ng Pangulong Duterte dyan? If I make it to the presidential palace, I will do just what I did as mayor. You drug pushers, hold up men, and do nothing. You better go out. O, ano mali doon? Ano mali doon? Drug pushers. So, yun. Mali ba yun yung better go out? Pinapalis niya eh. Pinapalis lang niya. Sabi niya, you better go out. Hold up men and do nothing. You better go out. Oh. Una siya, sinabi niya, umalis kayo. Pag hindi kayo umalis, because I'd kill you. O ano bang kabayaran ng kasalanan, di ba? Sinasabi ng Biblia, quote ko lang, kamatayan. Yan, winarningan na niya. Winarningan na ng Pangulong Duterte yan. Pag hindi kayo umalis, pag hindi kayo nag-swimming sa West Philippine Sea, papuntang China, yun mangyayari sa inyo, because I'd kill you. He said that his final campaign rally, I'll dump all of you into Manila Bay, di ba? Natakot ka, Pani? Natakot ka dito? Natakot kayo? Nung sinabi niya yan, natakot kayo lahat dyan? Natakot kayo? O bakit kinakalkal nyo yan? Wala namang mali sa sinabi niya. Ano ba?
Final campaign rally. I dump all of you into Manila Bay and fatten all the fish there.
Patatabayin daw yung mga isda doon. Isda ka ba? Isda ka? Hindi ka naman isda. Hindi ka naman mukhang isda. Di ba? Hindi ka naman mukhang isda. Alam mo na kung anong mukha mo. Mukha kang Pinay. Pinayaman sa Kongreso. Ganun.
Narinig mo po ba to, Colonel Grijaldo?
No, Your Honor. That time I was busy on our schooling because it takes 1 year for us to finish the executive course.
And as confirmed by the former president himself,
ang tinatanong niya patungkol sa Pangulong Duterte kay Grijaldo, anak ba niya yan? Anak niyang bunso yan? Oy, madam, anak niyang bunso yan? Alam niya lahat ng sinasabi ni Pangulong Duterte? Ha, madam? Ha? Ano ba? Magkano ba ang kasunduan? Okay ba? Magkano? Magkano kada hearing? Yung hearing, yung ikaw. Magkano yung ikaw? Yung hindi ako, yung ikaw. Magkano ka?
ginawa niya to kasi dun sa quote na yon na binanggit ko, sinasabi niya, I will do just what I did as mayor. And kinonfirm niya many times na ginawa niya to gamit yung tinatawag niyang Davao Death Squad.
Yun.
Itong grupo na to, na same group na sinasabi ng isang taong nagngangalang Edgar Matubato na naging parte siya. He said that in the Senate.
Alam mo, hindi ka kinikilabutan, madam. Binabanggit mo yung pangalan ni Matubato. Talaga bang ganyan nakakapal ang pagmumukha ninyo dyan sa Tuwadcom? Ang mga ginagamit yung mga state witnesses at mga ginagamit yung mga resource person, pag kakampi ng Pangulong Duterte yung resource person, mako-contempt. Pagkalaban ng Pangulong Duterte ang resource person, kahit nakakulong pa yan sa Muntinlupa, dadalhin yan sa Kongreso at dyan naalagaan, just gagawin patabayin parang biik ko, gano'n. Diba? O ngayon, ito, consider na kaalyado ng Pangulong Duterte. Kulong yan. Yung mga kalaban, katulad ni Matubato, ni Trillanes, ni Taguba, ni Guban, nakakulong na yung dalawang yun, walang problema. Lahat pa ng mga tao dyan na alam nyo mga ka-reaction, yung ginagawa nila ngayon, katulad nito si Amparo Maria Zamora, ay isang ano yan, isang katsipan. Katsipan po yan. Mga salitang kalye yan, salitang walang pinag-aralan.
Tama po ba?
Di ko po alam yung circumstances nung kay Matubato, Your Honor.
Diba?
And this is the same subject also na naging ng affidavit ng isang taong nagngangalang Arturo Las Cañas na umamin ng existence ng DDS, pati na rin sa pagiging former DDS leader niya.
Ngayon mga ka-reaction, magre-react lang ako dito, pasensya na po kayo, iraran po natin itong video na tutuloy-tuloy. Bakit hindi muna nila talakayin yung ginawa ni Benny Abante at ginawa ni Dan Ungol Fernandez? Bakit hindi muna nila talakayin yun? Na totoo ba na kinausap nyo yan, si Colonel Grijaldo, upang mag-agree siya na mayroong tinatawag na prize money o yung reward system? Ayun lang naman ang sinabi niya doon sa Senado na binabarako niyo siya para umangulungul siya dyan na may reward system. Di ba? O bakit hindi nila itanong yun?
And this is the same DDS, Colonel Las Cañas, na tinutukoy ni PRRD sa Senate committee hearing na dinaluhan mo. Am I correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And nung sinabi nga niya na I will do just what I did as mayor, ito ay, ang pinatutungkulan niya dito, yung tinatawag na Davao template. Am I correct?
I could not remember what he has stated during the Senate hearing, Your Honor.
And bilang ating Pangulo, siya yung Commander-in-Chief ng Philippine National Police. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And in place of the Davao Death Squad to implement what he said would be his war on drugs, ginamit niya yung PNP, which in my humble opinion is a very great alternative considering na our policemen are not only very well trained but are better equipped to further the cause, to lessen the crime rates in the country. Tama ba?
I could not confirm or deny that statement, Your Honor.
And bilang member ng Philippine National Police, do you confirm that during his presidency, ito yung naging focus ng kanyang term? Yung pagpapababa ng crime rate sa ating bansa? Ng criminality?
It was his policy, Your Honor.
Diba? Wala nang masama doon. Oh. Tatanga-tanga kasi ito. Kahit naman sinong presidente, yun ang policy nila, pababayin yung crime rate. Ano masama doon?
And ayon sa testimony rin ni Colonel Ray Nagarma, I believe it was the September 27 hearing, this was the reason kung bakit siya nagpatawag ng hearing, ng meeting doon sa DPWH building sa Davao noong June 28, 2016. For our viewers, mababasa naman natin yung naging conversation ni Chairman Paduano at ni Colonel Ray Nagarma. Dito, inaamin niya na ang napag-usapan doon ay yung Davao template. Having said that, Mr. Chair, ikaw, Colonel Grijaldo, hindi ka sumang-ayon dito. Dahil sabi mo, in the same hearing, nung ikaw na yung tinatanong, sinabi mo na you could not confirm the statement ni Colonel Garma. Am I correct? In fact, I think we can also show the same, the conversation that occurred in that hearing.
Yes, Your Honor.
Teka lang, di ba dapat nandiyan si Garma? Di ba, mga ka-reaction? Di ba dapat nandiyan si Garma? Ba't wala dyan si Garma? Saan yung dinala si Garma? Saan yung tinapon si Garma? Tinapon nyo ba siya doon sa Amerika? Tinapon nyo sa Amerika si Garma? Tanong lang. Oy, Barbers! Sa si Garma, ha? Si Barbers po, ha? Ano lang, disclaimer lang, ha? Wala pong kinalaman sa drug trade dyan sa Surigao. Yung mga nagkakalat dyan na maling impormasyon, wala po yan. Yung kapatid niya, yung asawa niya, yung sasakyan, driver nila, si Barbers, wala po silang kinalaman sa drug trade doon sa Surigao. O, di ba? Ganun yun. Pero ang taong bayan sa Surigao, tsaka ang buong Pilipinas, hindi ko nahawak ang kanilang pag-iisip kung naniniwala sila doon, di ba? Basta't ako, yun. O, taong bayan, naniniwala ba kayo na walang kinalaman yung barber sa Surigao sa drug trade? Naniniwala kayo? O, di ba? Bahala na kayo. Mag-comment kayo sa comment section kung naniniwala kayo o hindi. O, di ba?
It was not been discussed during that time.
Sinabi mo na you cannot confirm. You cannot, sabi mo, I could not confirm that, Mr. Chair, na napag-usapan yon.
Yes, Your Honor.
Pero tama ba na inaamin mo na nandun ka sa meeting na yon, Colonel Grijaldo?
It's not a meeting, Your Honor. I was
It's
there
a
just
bonding?
to be present together with my classmates, Your Honor.
So what do we call it?
That was a courtesy call, Your Honor. Where we're
Courtesy call.
called together with some of the officers.
Okay.
But we don't know what is the topic for that meeting or a gathering, Your Honor.
So having said that, it's either one of two things, Mr. Chair. Either A, kasi hindi naman pwedeng parehas.
So, ang gagawin po kay Grijaldo dito, gigisayin ng gigisayin. O, tutuhugin siya, ihihaw siya sa sarili niyang mantika. Kaya lang, ang gagawin ni Grijaldo dito, hindi siya sasakay sa kanilang barko. Magja-jump ship siya, mag-manoverboard siya dito. Kasi nga, puro alam niyo na. Ayaw niyang madamay kasi pagkatapos ni Tamba, pagkatapos ni Bobong Marcos, pagkatapos ng Marcos-Bobong administration na ito, ay talagang marami pong lilipad palabas ng Pilipinas.
Kayo nagsisinungaling ni Colonel Garma. Sinabi ni Colonel Garma na yun ang napag-usapan, sinasabi mo na hindi yun ang napag-usapan or hindi mo ma-confirm na yun ang napag-usapan. So, para sa akin, it's either one of two things. Una, napag-usapan yung Davao template, pero wala ka doon nung napag-usapan yon. Or pangalawa, Mr. Chair, ay nandun ka nung pinag-usapan yung Davao template, pero ayaw mo aminin, kaya sinasabi mo na you cannot confirm this statement because you are under oath, and you still are under oath, and you didn't want to perjure yourself. Am I correct?
No, Your Honor. That's the facts that really happened that time that I witnessed, Your Honor.
So, sino sa inyo ni Colonel Garma yung nagsasabi ng totoo?
I will not confirm nor deny the statement of Colonel Garma, Your Honor.
Parang di ako nasagot.
Alam nga naman sasabihin niyang mali si Garma, tama ako. May, di ba? Para... Alam nga na sa mali si Garma, tama ako, ganun. Ba't hindi niyo tanongin si Garma? Ba't tinatanong yan pagdating doon sa statement ni Garma? Parang hindi daw siya nasagot. Diba?
Pero, Mr. Chair, inaamin mo, nakakilala mo si Colonel Garma.
Siyempre.
Yes, Your Honor. She was my classmate in the academy, and we've been assigned in the Region 11.
Okay, if we take, kung tinatanggap natin yung sagot mo na hindi mo, you cannot confirm
Siyempre.
if that conversation happened, and Colonel Garma confirms that the conversation happened, bilang malapit kayo ni Colonel Garma and considering na very, very critical yung pag-implement ng Davao template nationwide, hindi nyo man lang napag-usapan ba to ni Colonel Garma? Hindi ba yun parang contrary to human experience na hindi nyo siya napag-usapan? Hindi ba kayo parating magkasama ni Colonel Garma?
We have that relationship, Your Honor. I mean, magkaklase kami. But we are professionals and we talk just the matters within the bounds of our profession as police officer, Your Honor.
Pero 'di ba so that was June.
Di ba, nag-iimbestiga to, nagtatanong tong babae na to, walang alam. Pinapahirapan niya si Colonel sa kanyang mga tanong na wala naman sa ayos. Eh di, iuwi niyo dito si Garma, dalhin niyo sa Pilipinas, pagharapin niyo silang dalawa, dalhin niyo sa Senado, pero ang nangyari, lumipad si Garma, pinalipad ba ninyo? Ang tanong, mga lintakong, pinatakas ba niyo si Garma o hindi? Sagot! Sagot! Pinatakas nyo? Tinago nyo sa Amerika? Sumagot kayo! Tanong lang yan, no? Di ba? Ayaw nila sumagot. Pagkatanggal po sa record yung pinatakas si Garma in aid of the legislation.
28, 2016, I remember in a hearing many months back, napag-usapan yung matagal nating naging topic yung tungkol kila Jimmy Fortaleza. Di ba dinalaw nyo siya ng July 2016 sa Davao Penal Colony? Tama ba yon? I remember everyone was confirming that visit.
Yes, Your Honor. I confirm that we were there to visit Major Fortaleza, Your Honor.
And it was only a few months after that visit na papatayin yung tatlong Chinese drug lords under the actions nila Colonel Garma, ni Padilla, si Leonardo, and according to them, they were taking direct orders from no less than the former president himself. Hindi po ba ang naging simula ng Davao template, Mr. Chair, ay yung pinag-usapan sa meeting nyo noong June 28, 2016.
I'm not in private, Your Honor, what were the discussion between Major Fortaleza and Colonel Garma that time. when we visited him at Dapicol, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Chair, it seems that, as evasive as our witness wants to be, I would like to manifest that apart from his history, his long-standing history with Colonel Garma, there are really several instances which would put them in the same places and events which is further evidence of their close work and personal relation. We've also confirmed, Mr. Chair, na una, si Colonel Grijaldo was indeed in attendance sa meeting sa DPWH building noong June 28, 2016. And because of his attendance in this meeting, kahit pa i-deny ni Colonel Grijaldo ito, he was indeed part of the planning of the nationwide implementation of this Davao model, or what we all know as the war on drugs. With this, Mr. Chair, I didn't want to take up all of my time. I yield to the next interpellator. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
O di ba nakita po natin doon mga ka-reaction? Nagkaroon po ng parang finality yung tanong ni Chubby Zamora.
Implementation of this Davao model, or what we all know as the war on drugs.
Nagbigay po siya ng konklusyon niya. Nagbigay siya ng konklusyon na itong si Colonel Grijaldo ay kasama doon sa drug war model o Davao model drug war ng Pangulong Duterte sa buong Pilipinas. Ano masama dun? Ano masama dun? Ang tanong, ang sagot, bakit hindi po tinarong si Colonel Grijaldo doon sa akusasyon niya na binabara ko siya ni Dan Ungol at ni Benny Dila? Alright, mga ka-reaction, maraming salamat muli sa ating sa lahat po ng mga nag-subscribe na. Sa mga hindi pa nagsasubscribe, baka maubusan po kayo ng slot. Joke lang po yun. Mag-subscribe na po kayo para makuha ko na yung tinatawag na gold play button, at yun po idadaling ko sa Davao kasama po ng silver play button natin, para naman dalawa pong play button na plaki ng pasasalamat po ang iaalay ko po sa ating Pangulong Duterte, dahil siya po ang the best, pinakamagaling, pinakamalupit na naging Pangulo ng ating bayan, mga ka-reaction. Kaya naman, kung hindi ka pa nakakapag-subscribe, ay mag-subscribe ka na po. Ayan po ang ating silver play button. Maraming salamat po muli. Syukran. Duterte! 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 Duterte!